Have you ever felt an unshakable pull towards certain places, eras, or even emotions, as if they're part of your DNA? Or maybe you've wondered why some challenges keep resurfacing, no matter how hard you try to move past them. What if I told you that the key to these mysteries lies in your past lives, stories etched into your soul, shaping your thoughts, talents, and struggles today? It sounds fascinating, doesn't it? But here's where things get even more interesting. What if uncovering these past life connections could not only explain your deepest traits, but also transform your present reality? Imagine discovering that your fear of public speaking stems from a life where your voice was silenced, or that your natural flair for leadership reflects the legacy of a warrior or monarch you once were. Most people never pause to think about the patterns they carry. They live on autopilot, battling challenges and ignoring their inner callings. But those who take the time to explore their past often find answers that lead to abundance, clarity, and purpose. You see, this isn't just about curiosity. It's about gaining insights that can unlock the wealth of potential you've carried through lifetimes. In this journey, you'll learn how karma, emotional struggles, and even your spiritual pursuits all intertwine. You'll uncover techniques to explore your past lives and discover practical ways to use that knowledge to thrive in the here and now. By the end of this video, you'll see your life with fresh eyes, and trust me, the answers might surprise you. Are you ready to dive in? Let's begin with the fascinating cycles of karma that could be steering your path even today. Life often feels like a series of repeated patterns, doesn't it? According to Buddhist teachings, this is no coincidence. Karma isn't just about cause and effect, it's a thread that connects the past, present, and future. Think about that recurring challenge you face, or the way certain relationships seem to echo others you've had. What if these weren't random but lessons carried from past lives, waiting for resolution? It's fascinating when you think about how this cycle may influence your journey toward abundance and prosperity. Imagine someone who constantly struggles with financial stability despite their hard work. Could this stem from past decisions tied to wealth? Perhaps in a previous life, they misused prosperity, creating a karmic lesson to learn balance. Buddhism teaches that karma isn't punishment, but an opportunity. Reflecting on your own patterns, like persistent fears or unshakable habits, might reveal clues about these deeper layers. Take Sarah, for instance. She always felt an inexplicable fear of water. No amount of therapy could explain it, until she explored the idea of past lives. Through meditation, she uncovered memories of a tragic accident involving water centuries ago. While her story is unique, it shows how understanding these cycles can bring healing and clarity. What patterns might you be repeating, unaware of their roots? Karmic cycles don't just teach, they transform. Think of your challenges as a master class in spirituality, designed to bring growth and insight. If you often find yourself in toxic relationships, this might be an invitation to explore self-worth or forgiveness. These lessons aren't easy, but they're tailored for your soul's journey. What's incredible is that breaking these cycles leads to liberation, freedom to create new, empowering patterns of prosperity and spirituality. A practical way to recognize karmic influences is through mindfulness. Set aside time each week to reflect on recurring themes in your life. Are you always drawn to a specific type of person or job? These could be threads of karma woven through your experiences. Keeping a journal might help identify these patterns, offering a clearer view of the lessons life is teaching you. Karma is deeply tied to intention. Actions driven by compassion and wisdom create cycles of positive energy. In contrast, actions rooted in fear or greed create heavier lessons. This doesn't mean you should fear mistakes. Rather, view them as opportunities to recalibrate. The idea isn't perfection, but progress. Small, intentional steps toward a life of abundance and spiritual clarity. And here's the kicker. Understanding karma doesn't stop at knowing what patterns exist. The real magic lies in breaking them. By recognizing these cycles, you can choose differently, transforming challenges into stepping stones toward wealth, joy, and balance. But what if these patterns are more deeply rooted than you imagined? That's where the exploration of past life influences truly begins. Have you ever felt an intense connection to something with no logical explanation? Maybe a certain era, a place you've never visited, or even an unexplained skill feels oddly familiar. These might be echoes from your past lives. According to Buddhist teachings, such patterns can offer profound insights into your spiritual journey. It's like pieces of a puzzle scattered across lifetimes, waiting to be put together. Consider unexplained fears or recurring struggles, like a fear of heights without any traumatic experience in this life. Could it be a memory imprinted from a fall in a past existence? Similarly, some people feel drawn to loneliness or isolation, not because they prefer it, but perhaps because they've experienced it profoundly before. These patterns hold clues about who you were and why they still linger. Then there's the flip side, your unique talents and quirks. Think of that one friend who plays the piano beautifully without ever taking lessons, or someone who seems to grasp leadership naturally, as if they've done it 100 times before. These gifts might be remnants of roles they've embodied in past lives. Recognizing these traits isn't just fascinating, it's a guide to understanding how they shape your current path toward prosperity and wealth. Let's get practical. Start observing your preferences and behaviors closely. Are you fascinated by ancient Egypt, medieval Europe, or samurai culture? These attractions could hint at who you were before. Keep a list of these curiosities and explore them further. Watch documentaries, read books, or even visit related sites if possible. Each discovery might unveil another piece of your story. Relationships, too, are rich with past life influences. Ever met someone and felt an instant bond, or the opposite, an unexplained tension? These connections might stem from karmic ties formed long ago. For instance, a partner who challenges you might have been a mentor or rival in another life. Paying attention to these dynamics can unlock profound growth and healing opportunities. Dreams often act as gateways to these influences. Have you ever woken up with vivid images of unfamiliar places or situations that feel real? Keeping a dream journal could help uncover past life memories hiding just beneath the surface. Add meditation to this practice, and you might start connecting the dots between your dreams and your waking experiences. The more you explore these influences, the clearer it becomes. Your current life is part of a grander narrative. Understanding who you were isn't about dwelling in the past, it's about empowering your present. But here's the exciting part. Once you start connecting these dots, you might discover surprising hints about your talents and interests. Could they point to a specific role you've played before? Have you ever wondered why you're naturally drawn to certain activities or time periods? Maybe you have an innate ability to draw, a fascination with ancient Greece, or an undeniable pull toward healing practices. These interests might not be random. They could be echoes of roles you've played in past lives. It's as if your soul carries a scrapbook of experiences, talents, and preferences that subtly shape your current identity. Think about those who excel at something without formal training. Take Michael, for example, an artist who started sketching lifelike portraits as a child without ever taking a lesson. Could it be that he once lived as a painter during the Renaissance? Such talents might point to lifetimes spent honing skills, leaving imprints that resurface when conditions align. Some people feel deeply connected to specific cultures or historical periods. A fascination with warriors, healers, or even inventors could reveal past life roles that resonate with your current path. For instance, someone who feels at home in the kitchen might have been a celebrated chef or caretaker in another life, channeling their creative energy through the art of nourishment. Want to dive deeper? Start by listing the activities that come effortlessly to you. Do you have a knack for leadership, public speaking, or fixing things? These abilities might hint at roles you've mastered before, like being a military commander, a philosopher, or an inventor. Exploring these talents can guide you toward a fulfilling career or hobby in this life. Your interests can also serve as a compass. Let's say you've always been intrigued by ancient Buddhist teachings or drawn to meditative practices. This might suggest a past life as a monk or spiritual seeker. Imagine how tapping into this connection could enrich your spiritual journey, helping you cultivate both inner peace and abundance. But what about the times you're inexplicably drawn to something you've never tried? Perhaps you've always wanted to learn archery or play the violin. Following these impulses could lead to uncovering latent talents carried over from previous lives. Try picking up that bow or violin. You might be surprised at how natural it feels, as if you're rediscovering an old friend. Understanding these connections is like finding a treasure map. The talents and interests you uncover aren't just clues about who you were. They're tools to help you thrive now. As you reflect on these gifts, you might wonder how they align with emotional challenges you face today. Could these challenges too be tied to your past? Have you ever felt overwhelmed by emotions that seem to have no clear source? Loneliness, fear of failure, or struggles with trust often feel larger than life. These challenges might not originate in this lifetime at all. According to Buddhist teachings, emotional wounds can be carried over from past lives, creating opportunities for growth and transformation. What if your most persistent struggles were actually keys to unlocking your potential? Take Alex, for instance. He had an inexplicable fear of betrayal that made it difficult to form close relationships. Through introspection and guided meditation, he uncovered memories of a past life where betrayal cost him dearly. Understanding this connection didn't just give him peace, it empowered him to rebuild trust in his current life. Could your emotional challenges also stem from stories left unfinished? Loneliness is another powerful example. Perhaps you feel isolated, even in a crowd. This might be tied to a past life as a hermit, monk, or someone who endured great loss. While these experiences shaped your soul's journey, they don't have to define your present. Recognizing their origins can open the door to healing and deeper connection with those around you. Emotional patterns often repeat until we learn from them. Maybe you've faced recurring issues in relationships or a constant fear of failure. These aren't random, they're lessons waiting to be understood. A practical step is to observe these patterns without judgment. Journaling about emotional triggers or recurring feelings can help you identify underlying themes and start working through them. Meditation is a powerful tool for uncovering emotional roots. Picture yourself sinking into a peaceful state and asking, where does this feeling come from? You might be surprised at what surfaces, images, sensations, or even memories that feel ancient. This process not only reveals hidden influences, but also offers a path to release and healing. Consider how emotional challenges can also be blessings in disguise. That fear of failure, it might push you to prepare better or seek wisdom before acting. Struggles in relationships, they might teach you resilience or compassion. By viewing your challenges through the lens of growth, you begin to transform them into stepping stones toward abundance, prosperity, and balance. Healing these wounds isn't about erasing the past, but integrating it. As you uncover the origins of your emotions, you'll start to see them as part of a bigger picture. A picture that includes your talents, spiritual pursuits, and life purpose. And speaking of spirituality, have you ever wondered how your attraction to deeper truths might also reflect your past? Have you ever felt an undeniable pull toward spiritual practices or the mysteries of life? This deep yearning might not be new. It could be a thread connecting you to past lives as a seeker, a sage, or even a monk. Many Buddhist teachings suggest that a soul's spiritual inclinations carry over, like a compass guiding you back to the path of self-discovery. Could your fascination with spirituality be part of something much older? Consider Mia, who has always been drawn to meditation and Eastern philosophies, despite growing up in a Western culture. For her, the teachings of Buddhism feel less like new ideas and more like long-lost wisdom coming home. If you've ever felt this same sense of recognition, whether it's with prayer, mindfulness, or even fascination with the stars, it might be your past whispering to you. Your spiritual pursuits can also reveal hidden strengths. Perhaps you have a knack for creating peaceful spaces or naturally guiding others through tough times. These qualities might reflect lifetimes spent as a spiritual teacher or healer. Embracing these gifts in your current life doesn't just honor the past. It amplifies your present journey toward abundance and fulfillment. To explore this connection, start by paying attention to what resonates deeply with you. Do you feel calm during meditation, or are you energized by exploring sacred texts? Try reading books like the Dhammapada or practicing mindfulness daily. These small steps might awaken a sense of familiarity and help you reconnect with the spiritual essence you've carried through lifetimes. Nature often serves as a bridge between past and present spirituality. Ever felt an inexplicable peace sitting by a river or walking in a forest? These moments could echo past lives lived in harmony with the natural world. Carve out time to immerse yourself in nature, using it as a tool for reflection and grounding. Remember, spiritual pursuits aren't always about rituals or practices. They can show up in everyday choices, like seeking wisdom in tough moments or prioritizing compassion in your interactions. These habits might reflect lessons you've mastered across lifetimes, subtly guiding you toward prosperity, balance, and inner peace in this one. But here's the intriguing part. Your spiritual inclinations might hint at roles you've played before. Were you a monk meditating in solitude or a healer tending to a community? Exploring these possibilities could illuminate the connections between your inner world and outer experiences. And as you reflect on this, consider how your creativity or caregiving tendencies might also stem from past roles. Have you ever felt a spark of innovation or a deep instinct to care for others? These tendencies often reveal echoes of past life roles, such as inventors, pioneers, or nurturers. It's fascinating to think that your creativity or compassion might be a continuation of work you started long ago. Could the solutions you're drawn to now be part of a legacy you've carried through lifetimes? Think of someone like Marie, who has a knack for finding creative fixes to everyday problems. While she calls it thinking outside the box, her ingenuity might stem from a life as an inventor. On the other hand, people like Sam, who instinctively care for animals and humans alike, might have been healers or guardians in previous lives. Your current gifts can offer similar glimpses into the roles you've embraced before. Innovation doesn't always mean creating something entirely new. Perhaps you have a natural talent for improving what already exists, whether it's reimagining an old recipe or designing a more efficient workspace. This might reflect a past life as a pioneer or problem solver. Paying attention to these moments of inspiration can guide you to unlock your fullest potential in the present. Caregiving, too, is a profound thread connecting past and present. If you feel compelled to protect, nurture, or comfort others, this could stem from lifetimes as a healer, teacher, or community leader. Try channeling this energy intentionally, volunteer, mentor, or simply lend a listening ear. These actions not only honor your past, but also enrich your journey towards spiritual and material abundance. Have you noticed how these roles often coexist? Innovators and caretakers share a common trait: they create. Innovators build tools, ideas, and systems, while caretakers create environments of safety and love. Recognizing this duality in yourself can be a game changer. Maybe you're both, a creative mind and a nurturing heart, bridging two worlds in this life. A great way to explore this is through creative and compassionate outlets. If you lean toward innovation, try activities like brainstorming new ideas or learning a craft. For caregiving, consider starting a gratitude practice or offering your time to support someone in need. These small actions can awaken dormant energies from your past, bringing clarity and purpose to your current life. As you embrace these roles, you might start to see how they intersect with your spiritual pursuits and emotional patterns. What if the challenges and talents you've experienced are leading you towards something greater? Perhaps they're pointing you toward transformation, not just for yourself, but for others too. And speaking of transformation, let's explore how understanding your past can reshape your present. What if understanding your past lives could change the way you experience this one? The idea might sound lofty, but it's deeply practical. When you recognize patterns, talents, and challenges rooted in past experiences, you gain clarity and control over your present. Imagine looking at your life as a canvas where past lessons and future possibilities blend seamlessly. What picture would you paint? Consider Lucy, who struggled with self-doubt and procrastination. Through reflection, she realized these traits were linked to a past life where her independence was constantly suppressed. By identifying the source, she was able to consciously reframe her narrative, embracing self-confidence and action in her daily life. Your journey could hold similar breakthroughs, waiting to be uncovered. Breaking free from recurring patterns often starts with awareness. If you've noticed cycles of financial hardship, strained relationships, or missed opportunities, pause and ask yourself, could these be lessons left unfinished? Journaling about these recurring themes is a powerful first step. It turns abstract feelings into tangible insights you can work with. Transformation also requires balance. Let's say you've spent lifetimes as a nurturer. This might explain why you often prioritize others over yourself. Now is the time to practice self-care, balancing your giving nature with receiving abundance. Try setting boundaries or creating a daily ritual that celebrates your achievements. It's all about restoring harmony in your life. Practical tools like visualization and affirmation can bring these changes to life. Picture yourself breaking cycles of fear or failure. Use affirmations like, "I release the weight of my past and embrace my purpose with clarity and confidence." Repetition reinforces new patterns, helping you replace the limitations of old stories with empowering ones. Remember, transformation isn't just about healing, it's about creating. As you uncover the wisdom carried from your past, use it to craft a life aligned with your values and dreams. Maybe you'll find yourself pursuing a long-lost passion, deepening your spiritual practice, or stepping into a leadership role you've always felt drawn to. The beauty of this journey is that it's ongoing. Each step brings you closer to understanding the connection between your past and your present. But here's the exciting part. It's not just about looking back. It's about building a future rooted in abundance and purpose. And as you delve into techniques to uncover these past influences, you'll unlock even deeper insights into who you truly are. How can you unlock the secrets of your past lives? The answers might lie in techniques that gently guide your mind to uncover memories buried deep within. Think of it as shining a flashlight into the shadows of your subconscious, where fragments of your soul's journey wait to be revealed. With the right tools, you can access these insights and reshape your present with newfound clarity. Meditation is one of the most accessible and powerful ways to tap into past life memories. Set aside quiet time each day, focusing on your breath while holding the intention of exploring your soul's history. Visualizations can help too. Imagine walking through a corridor lined with doors, each representing a lifetime. With patience, you might experience flashes of people, places, or emotions that feel strangely familiar. Regression therapy, guided by a trained practitioner, is another method to consider. This practice involves entering a relaxed state where memories of past lives can surface. Many people describe vivid experiences during regression, scenes from another era, unfamiliar yet undeniable emotions, or even physical sensations tied to a different time. Lucid dreaming offers a less conventional but equally intriguing path. If you've ever woken up mid-dream and realized you were dreaming, you've experienced lucidity. By setting an intention before sleep, such as, "Show me something about my past," you can encourage your subconscious to reveal hidden insights. Keep a dream journal nearby to capture details upon waking. Everyday tools like journaling can also be transformative. Write about recurring dreams, emotions, or inexplicable affinities you feel in your waking life. These clues often form patterns pointing to experiences from other lifetimes. Over time, your journal becomes a map connecting your past, present, and future selves. Exploring spiritual texts or teachings can inspire new revelations. Reading works like Many Lives, Many Masters by Dr. Brian Weiss, or delving into Buddhist principles of reincarnation can deepen your understanding. These resources not only expand your knowledge, but may also trigger memories or realizations that resonate with your soul's journey. The beauty of self-discovery techniques is that they're not about seeking proof, they're about finding meaning. Each memory or insight you uncover becomes a tool to live more intentionally, breaking free from old cycles and embracing your highest potential. And as you begin to connect these pieces, you'll discover that who you were is just as important as who you're becoming. Now that you've explored the profound connections between your past lives and your present reality, how will you use this knowledge to create a life of abundance, purpose, and balance? The answers are within your reach, whether it's breaking free from old patterns, embracing your natural gifts, or diving deeper into self-discovery techniques. Every insight is a stepping stone toward a more empowered version of yourself. Ask yourself, what cycles are ready to be broken? What talents have you been overlooking? What parts of your soul are calling for healing or expression? These questions hold the key to transforming your challenges into opportunities and turning your curiosity into wisdom. As you reflect on this journey, remember that this is just the beginning. There's so much more to uncover, and each layer you explore will bring you closer to understanding your true self. So take the time to meditate, journal, or simply observe the patterns in your life. You're on a path of incredible growth, and the universe is guiding you every step of the way. If this journey has inspired you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who might also be seeking answers. And if you're ready to dive even deeper into topics like spirituality, prosperity, and uncovering life's mysteries, Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. That way, you'll never miss out on the tools and wisdom to keep growing. You're not just exploring the past, you're shaping your future. And the best part, you're not alone on this path. Together, we'll keep uncovering the mysteries that lead to a life of abundance and joy.